वालेकुम। हाउ आर यू ऑल फ्रेंड्स, आई होप दैट ऑल आर फाइन। फ्रेंड्स, आज मैं आपके साथ MALT 514 के नोट्स लेकर हाजिर हूँ, जो कि बहुत ही ज़्यादा इम्पोर्टेंट हैं और जो कि बार बार पास्ट पेपर्स में रिपीट हो चुके हैं। MCQs भी हैं, 3 मार्क्स क्वेश्चन भी हैं, 5 मार्क्स क्वेश्चन भी हैं और ऑल बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है। तो आइए फ्रेंड्स, MCQ से शुरू करते हैं। और एक बात ध्यान में रखिए कि अगर आप ये मुकम्मल वीडियो देखेंगे और लिसन करेंगे गौर से, तो आपके कम से कम 80 से 90% मार्क्स ज़रूर आ जाएंगे। तो आइए फ्रेंड्स, स्टार्ट करते हैं MCQ से। ट्रिपल टी स्टैंड्स फॉर टीचर टॉकिंग टाइम। नेक्स्ट, एनालिसिस हैज़ लिंक टू सोशियो लिंग्विस्टिक। Discourse, conversational, both B and C. Environmental, the right option is both B and C. And the next is, which of the following library web access to sample of all as president voices? The Michigan State University Voice Library. The Michigan State University Voice Library is the answer of this MCQ. And next is, TESOL is a US based association. Next, research into spoken corpora is throwing up many insights about the form of language. And next, psycholinguistic studies focus on the relationship between brain, language, and behavior. Method puts high value on the careful analysis of examples of real talk, conversational analysis. And the next is, IELTS stands for International English Language Testing System. And the next is TESOL. TESOL stands for Teaching English to Speakers of Other Language. Next is TEFL stands for Teaching English as a Foreign Language. And the next is TESOL. TESOL stands for Teaching English as a Second Language. And the next is, friends, there are a growing number of access routes to spoken corpora on the web. And the next is, collocation patterns are like local rules. And the next is, which help in interaction to learners? Conversational, discourse, interactive are all of the given options. The right option is all of the given options. The method in which teacher talk reduced to minimum. The right option is the silent method. Next, there is relation between न्यूरोलिंग्विस्टिक्स एंड साउंड थेरेपी, बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट MCQ है. एंड द नेक्स्ट इज, द आर्ट ऑफ स्पीकिंग is connected to which one of the following explanation? Communication, persuasion, speculation, all of the given options. Right is all of the given options. Next, pronunciation skill is part of personality according to psychological point of view. And the next is, there are a growing number of access routes to spoken corpora on the web. And next, a paradigm functions as a framework or point of reference for both researchers and users of research output. And next is, different research approaches are often called paradigms. Different research approaches are often called paradigm. And the next is, it is the learner who determine what kind of interaction occurs with the given task. And the next, planning for effective and informative assessment of speaking and listening is central to teaching and learning. और अब हम फ्रेंड्स आते हैं 3 मार्क्स क्वेश्चन पर। और ये तमाम क्वेश्चन बहुत ही ज़्यादा इम्पोर्टेंट हैं। तमाम किसी क्वेश्चन को इजी समझकर या समाल समझकर इग्नोर नहीं करना चाहिए, क्योंकि पेपर्स में अक्सर जो है वो इजी सवाल जिनको इग्नोर कर देते हैं, वही एग्ज़ाम में आ जाते हैं। तो इन तमाम क्वेश्चन को हमने बहुत गौर से पढ़ना है ताकि ये हमारे तमाम क्वेश्चन जो हैं वो क्लियर हो जाएं। जी, तो फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज़ फॉर्मल स्पीकिंग। इस तरह आ सकता है, व्हाट इज़ फॉर्मल स्पीकिंग, or write some about formal speaking. So answer is that formal speaking helps language learning in the following ways. It represents a new use of English for most learners and thus requires them to focus on language items that are not as well represented in other uses of the language. Formal speaking requires control of content, awareness of a largely passive audience, and being the focus of attention. It thus requires learners to use language under difficult and demanding circumstances, which will stretch the boundaries of skill development. And next question is, friend, define speaking. Define speaking. It is very important question, friends. Define speaking is one of the four language skills. Our speaking is one of the four language skills: reading, writing, listening, and speaking. It is the means through which learners can communicate with others to achieve certain goals or to express their opinions, intentions, hopes, and viewpoints. In addition, people who know a language are referred to as speakers of that language. Furthermore, in almost any setting, speaking is the most frequently used language skill. As Rivers 1981 argues, speaking is the most frequently used language skill. As Rivers argues, speaking is used twice as much as reading and writing in our communication. And the next question is discourse analysis and conversational analysis. फ्रेंड्स, बहुत ही ज़्यादा इम्पोर्टेंट है ये क्वेश्चन। फ्रेंड्स, कई दफ़ा पेपर में आ चुका है, तो आइए आंसर की तरफ चलते हैं। बोथ डिस्कोर्स एनालिसिस एंड कन्वर्सेशनल एनालिसिस हैव लिंक्स टू सोशियो लिंग्विस्टिक्स in that they prefer not to deal with samples of language in isolation, and conversation analysis in particular is interested in the relations between interlocutors. Discourse analysis, however, has traditionally tended to concentrate on longer sections of language and focused on interrelations between different sections of text. Within this, the analysis is interested in how speakers carry out functions of language and the choices made by them in different contexts. And during the 1990s and beyond, there was increasing interest in the telecommunication and computing world that discourse analysis would solve problems of automation of human computer understanding. This area has not achieved the early promise. Humans are still constrained to limited lexical choices and clear talk in these contexts rather than the system being able to adjust spontaneous talk. Nevertheless, it will be interesting to see what 21st century discourse and conversation analysis can offer other discipline and users wanting to apply the insights of linguistics to real world application. And the next question is, friends, three aspects of spontaneous speech. वेरी मच इम्पोर्टेंट क्वेश्चन फ्रेंड। तो आइए आंसर की तरफ चलते हैं। स्पीकिंग इज फंडामेंटली एन इंटरेक्टिव प्रोसेस and is defined by interactivity. And the next is speaking happens under real time processing constraints. And the next is speaking is more fundamentally linked to the individual who produces it than the written form is. And the next is friends syllable and stressed time language. So much important friends, syllable and stressed timed language. Language can be classified according to whether they are stress timed or syllable timed. It used to be thought that in it used to be thought we thought that in a stress timed language like English the stresses were equal distances apart even though the number of syllables between each stress was not the same. This would mean that some syllables would have to be said very quickly if there were several between two stresses, and some would be said slowly if there were few between two stresses. In syllable timed language, the syllable occur at regular intervals as in Spanish and Indonesian. Research indicates that the spacing of stresses is by no means equal in stress-timed language, although there is a tendency towards regularity. Dow 1983. The main differences between stress-timed and syllable-timed language lie in syllable structure. Syllable length varies more in stress-timed language than in syllable-timed language. Vowel reduction. Stress-timed language are more likely to use centralized vowel in unstressed syllables and vowels may be shortened or omitted. And lexical stress. What is lexical stress? Stress-timed language usually have word level stress. And the next question is friends, define channels. Write some about channels. So, channel is a term used to describe the physical means by which communication takes place. Channel is a term used to describe the physical mean by which communication takes place. In terms of speaking, here is the oral channel, and in terms of writing, the visual motoric channel. Discourse can be studied in terms of the effects of channel on the language. These include the constraints of speech processing in real time versus the capacity to reflect and edit that the written channel allows. And the next question is difference between face validity and content validity. So friends, face validity is a very informal judgment. It simply means that the people sitting the test, the people giving the test, and others affected by it, such as parents, employers, and government officials, see the test as fair and reliable. A reliable test which may have good content and predictive validity may be so different from what the public expect or consider relevant that its poor face validity is enough to stop it being used. Good face validity is not a guarantee of reliability or other kinds of validity. And what is content validity? The content validity involves considering whether the content of the test reflects the content of the skill, language, or course being tested. For example, in order to decide if a test of academic listening skill has content validity, we would need to decide what are the components of the academic listening skill and how is this skill used. We might decide that academic listening involves note taking, dealing with academic vocabulary, and seeing the organization of the formal spoken discourse. And the next question is any three correcting pronunciation mistake. क्वेश्चन मैं रिपीट कर देता हूँ. Any three correcting pronunciation mistakes. The answer is that the teacher repeats the word correctly several times with ordinary stress and intonation until the learner self corrects by copying the teacher. And the next is that the teacher repeats the word correctly, giving extra stress and length to the part whether the learner made the mistake. The teacher compares the mistake and the correct form. No lies but rice. The next, the teacher writes the word on the blackboard correctly and underlines the part where the learner made a mistake. The teacher also says the word correctly. And the next question is write a note on speaking and new technologies. The answer is that, friends, a fast moving area in recent years has been the development of new technologies that blur or alter the traditional boundaries between the spoken and written mode. There are several strands to this, ranging from text to speech software, speech recognition to robotics to mobile computing and telephony. The aim of much work is for the user to be able to speak to a computer in much the same way as they would to another person, and for the machine to be capable of carrying out the instruction. And the next question is, friends, write a note on audio lingual approach to language teaching. So much important question, friend. बहुत बार रिपीट हो चुका है. सो आइए चलते हैं जवाब की तरफ. द लैंग्वेज लर्नर in a 1950s and 1960s classroom would have had a very high chance of being exposed to the spoken form. Indeed, the influence of early British applied led to a strong emphasis on the oral mode. What emerged as the natural method relied on introducing language items systematically and almost entirely through speech, and then on the very accurate, in phonetic terms, oral practice of explicitly taught language rules and features. In the United States, ethnographic approach which depend on close and careful scrutiny of the oral form were also influential, and these were superseded by what eventually became known as the audiolingual method. The next question is 111, 3 marks. 3 marks का question है friends. So come to the answer. Talking 111 gives the provider a chance to repeat, say back, extend, add to, and revise, recast, or restate what children say. Children have a chance to hear their own ideas reflected back. In addition, 111 conversations provide opportunities to either contextualize the conversation according to the individual child understanding or tape children understanding of abstract concepts. And caregivers should try to hold individual conversations with children each day. And the next question, what are the qualities of a practical test? What are the qualities of practical test? 3 marks. Practicality can be looked at from several aspects. Number 1, economy of time, money, and labor. Number 2, ease of administration and scoring. And number 3, ease of interpretation. And next question is note on Cole test. KOL, Cole test. The Cole test consists of 24 multiple choice format questions based on general knowledge of British life and culture. Taking and passing it assumes language knowledge at entry level 3. Those who do not reach at this level can continue to retake the Cole test until they pass, or can opt to take an ESL with citizenship material qualification through an approved body. And the next is French TOEFL. So it's so much important. आइए चलते हैं आंसर की तरफ. Answer is that the format and the rating process in the speaking element of the IBT new generation TOEFL hereafter TOEFL or TOEFL speaking are deliberately impersonal. This is in order to sidestep a number of the issues concerning bias that can affect face-to-face assessments of speaking. 6 tasks in TOEFL are designed to test different aspects of speaking. 2 independent call on the candidate to express an opinion on a familiar topic, and 4 others. Integrated. Ask the candidate to speak in response to written or spoken material that provides input. And the next question is, friends, so much important question. Note on online resources. Note on online resources. So much important question, friend. So come to the answer. The development of the internet has meant that access to oral language data is becoming increasingly easy, as well as the corpora described in section 9.4. Sound archive material is available at the following sites, most of which provide downloadable sound files or can provide taped material for research purposes. And the Australian Film Related Sound Archive, and this is friend link, and relating to film and the arts but including interview material. And the next is the Michigan State University Voice Library. And the next, at the time of writing, the BBC were providing an excellent site on the evolution of the English language, which included downloadable examples of a cross section of British voices. And the next question is, friend, do you think brainstorming have a role before starting a talk? The answer is that good preparation for a talk can involve using group work activities together and elaborate the information that will be presented. Brainstorming is an effective way of doing this. In this activity, learners suggest ideas which are listed uncritically. The main goal being to get as many ideas as possible. Later, the ideas are organized and evaluated. An advantage of brainstorming is that it can result in a very diverse collection of ideas. And the next question is exploratory talk. So much important question. Exploratory talk. Exploratory talk allows a reasoned exchange of ideas and opinions. This sort of talk is likely to be of great value to the children educationally because it means that they are using language to think rationally and to consider and evaluate each other's ideas in a cooperative way. They can build up shared knowledge and shared understanding as they engage in opportunities to collaborate as equal, and collaborative talk of this kind provides a supportive context for thinking aloud. And thinking aloud is crucial if children are to formulate their thoughts and ideas. It also represents the kind of rational consider debate at the heart of educated activities such as science, law, and politics. Engaging in interthinking through rational discussion with other people is likely to help children develop clearer ways of thinking to support their development as an individual. Friends, I repeated the last some lines. Listen carefully. It also represents the kind of rational. Consider debate at the heart of educated activities such as science, law, and politics. Engaging in interthinking through rational discussion with other people is likely to help children develop clearer ways of thinking to support their development as an individual. And the next question is, friends, qualities of practical test. What are the qualities of practical test? A practical test is short. Notice that this may conflict with reliability. Does not require lots of paper and equipment, does not require many people to administer it, it easy to understand and easy to mark, has scores or results which are easy to interpret and can be used over and over again without upsetting its validity. And the next question is, friends, will learner have accent if he or she starts to speak in language 2 before age of 6? I repeated the question. Will learner have accent if he or she starts to speak in language 2 before age of 6? The answer is that usually, if the learner begins to speak in the second language before the age of 6, there will be a little or no accent. And the next question is, write note, discover the answer activity. बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चन है फ्रेंड्स, बहुत ही ज़्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट क्वेश्चन है. राइट नोट, discover the answer activity. So come to the answer. Discover the answer is another technique to encourage learners to question the speaker. Discover the answer is another technique to encourage learners to question the speaker. The teacher asks the learners a question that she is sure that they cannot answer. This is an amusing technique because at last, by listening to what the teacher says about the answer, the learners are able to give the correct answer to the question, although they really did not know the answer before. This technique helps learn the phrases like more than that, which guide learner toward the answer. And next, define turn talking. It's so much important question, friends. Define turn talking. The answer is that the richest talk involves many back and forth turns in which the provider builds on and connects with the child's statements, questions, and responses. These extended conversations help children learn how to use language and understand the meaning of new words they encounter listening to other people or in reading books. They also often involve different kinds of sentences, questions, and statements, and may include adjectives and adverbs that modify the words in children's original statements. modeling, richer descriptive language. And the next question is ask and answer activity. So much important question. Ask and answer activity. The answer is that in an ask and answer activity, the learners work in pairs. One learner has a text to study and the other has a set of questions based on the text. The learner may work together on the text, then one learner questions the other to get them to display their knowledge of the text. They practice this for a few minutes and for a few times and eventually do it in front of the class. The performance is done without looking at the text. Many variations of this technique are possible, particularly in the relationship of the questions to the text and the type of processing required to answer them. And the next question is from Lieberman statement. Lieberman statement. So much important question, friend. So please come to the answer. And Lieberman, when theories of speech meet the real world. Lieberman, 1998, when theories of speech meet the real world, is an example of what is known as a position paper. This means that the research text in question, they are generally journal articles, encapsulates an academic stance on a broad topic and they generally deal with an issue that is open to debate. These can be difficult to write as there is a need to understand the ideas being criticized, summarize the relevant arguments, and present a coherent alternative to them. And the next question is from CLT. CLT के बारे में हम पहले पढ़ चुके हैं. CLT कम्युनिकेटिव लैंग्वेज टीचिंग, ये हमने MCQs में पढ़ा था. तो अब हम इसका आंसर देखते हैं. व्हाट इज CLT or write some about CLT. The answer is that the communicative language teaching approach that has dominated English language teaching from the 1980s, if not earlier, and the natural approach that retains a strong influence on teacher training were developed around the idea of meaningful interaction and the focus on communication rather than linguistic facts. Both therefore valued and were interested in encouraging students to engage in abundant amounts of spoken language in the classroom. And the next question is speaking test. Speaking test. The answer is that the IELTS speaking test is a test with a stronger focus on holistic communicative skills than on the hierarchy of separate language facts underlying the TOEFL test. Each test lasts 10 to 15 minutes and is recorded. Internet-based teaching English as a foreign language speaking test. This is in order to sidestep a number of the issues concerning bias that can affect face-to-face assessments of speaking. And the next question is phonological loop. 3 marks was changed. The question is friend, phonological loop. So come to the answer. The phonological loop is the brain saying a word or phrase over and over to itself in order to keep it in working memory or to help it move into long-term memory. Repeat करता हूँ friend. The phonological loop is the brain saying a word or phrase over and over to itself in order to keep it in working memory or to keep it move into long-term memory. A good example of this is the way we say a telephone number with over and over to ourselves in order to keep it in memory. while we go about dialing the number. If learners do not have a stable pronunciation for a word, it cannot easily enter long term memory because it cannot be held in the phonological loop. And the next question is, friends, difficulties of assessment in classroom. It's so much important question, बहुत अहम question है friends. Difficulties of assessment in classroom. The answer is that this difficulty of direct access means that any assessment of listening must employ indirect measures, always at some degree removed from the actual psycholinguistic processes we wish to describe. The primary means of assessing listening is therefore to observe the various language activities that the learner is engaged in while listening, and to create qualitative descriptors and quantitative measures that have an acceptable degree of validity. The concept of validity refers to an agreement on what is being assessed. Both in broad and narrow terms, a starting point for considering validity is constructing a broad contextual model for what is being assessed. So, next question is, friend, write a note on garden path technique. Write a note on garden path technique. This question is so much important, friends. The answer is that Tomasello and Heron 1989 suggest that some activities should be designed so that learners make errors and then get immediate feedback to make them aware of the gaps in their knowledge. The next question is, friends, three societies other than the TESOL or TEFL. Number 1, American Dialect Society. Number 2, Institute of Translation and Interpreting. Number 3, International Clinical Phonetics and Linguistic Association. And the next question is, friends, importance of talking in a mirror with respect to pronunciation. The answer is that when the teacher pronounces a sound, the learner should watch the teacher's mouth carefully. I repeat it again. When the teacher pronounces a sound, the learner should watch the teacher's mouth carefully. Then they can practice using a small mirror so that they can see their own mouth. It is valuable to let the learners experiment with sounds. By changing the position of their tongue, they can change the sound. By changing the position of the lips and teeth, sound can be changed. Activities like these may help the learners to be able to feel where their tongue is in their mouth. This is a useful ability when learning a new language. And the next question is, friend, note on TBLT. It's so much important question, friends. Note on TBLT. The answer is that this is an approach to language learning based on insights first outlined in the late 1980s by Prabhu 1987, and which has remained a central topic in syllabus design and debate about language learning generally. Reporting on his work in India, Prabhu suggested that the learners who were mainly focused on a real world task made as good, if not better, progress than language learners given explicitly language focused instruction. This led to a variety of attempts to implement task-based learning more widely and to relate them to the language classroom more generally. This was done by designing tasks that promoted the use of authentic language and required active engagement by the student in their completion, generally with the high level of spoken interaction being required. And the next question is, friends, next question is that three critical skills for speaking. Number one is that communicate. Communicate, listen, and respond when other people are talking. Number two, understand the meaning of a large number of words and concepts that they hear or read. And the next is obtain new information about things they want to learn about. Next question is, friends, three characteristics of fluency. Fluency, the answer is that the following three characteristics of fluency are also the main characteristics of activities designed to develop fluency. The number one is that message focused activity, number two, easy tasks, and performance at a high level. And the 432 technique has already been described. It combines the features of focus on the message, quantity of production. The speakers speak for a total of 9 minutes. Learner control over the topic and language used, repetition, and time pressure to reach a high rate of production through the decreasing amount of time available for each delivery. फ्रेंड्स अजान स्टार्ट हो चुकी है तो हम अजान का वक्फा लेते हैं जी फ्रेंड्स तो नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज डायलॉजिक टीचिंग मेथड so much important question. Dialogic teaching is based on the premise that learning in schools is a social activity. Social aspects of classroom contexts which teachers can organize to help ensure the effectiveness of learning activities are: number one, the fostering of a classroom community in which learning dialogues take place. Number two, the creation of activities which necessitate learning dialogues. And the next question is three ways of computer talk. It's so much important question friend. इसे आप यहाँ से रीड कीजिए वीडियो को स्टिल करके और फिर चलते हैं नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन पर. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज राइट थ्री नीड दैट लर्नर गेट रीड ऑफ मिस्टेक. Very much important question. Very much important question. Write three need that learner get rid from mistakes. The number one is that the desire or need to get rid of the mistakes. Number two, an internal representation of what the correct form is like. And number three is that the ability to know that a mistake has been made. And the next question is self-assessment. It's so much important question. Self-assessment. Learners rate self on given criteria via questionnaires or checklists during or following listening activities. Number two, learner provides holistic assessment of own abilities via oral and written journal entries. And the next question is that enlist any three ways through which information is distributed among learners. So much important question. The answer is that number one, all learners have the same information. It's a cooperating arrangement. And the number two is that each learner has different essential information. A split information arrangement, Nation 1977. And number three, one learner has all the information that the others need. a superior inferior arrangement. तो अब हम चलते हैं फ्रेंड्स 5 मार्क्स वाले क्वेश्चन पर, जो कि बहुत ही ज़्यादा इम्पोर्टेंट होते हैं, आप सब जानते हैं, बहुत ही ज़्यादा इम्पोर्टेंट होते हैं 5 मार्क्स वाले क्वेश्चन। तो इनकी तरफ आते हैं। नंबर 1 क्वेश्चन इज दैट process approach. What is process approach? The answer is that because formal speaking is usually a planned activity, it is possible to take a process approach to it. This means dividing the task into parts such as taking account of the goals and the audience, gathering ideas, organizing ideas, making a set of speaking notes, and presenting and monitoring the talk. An important part of the formal speaking process is taking account of the audience and the suitability of the information that is to be conveyed to them. The following table relates activities and supports to the various parts of the formal speaking process, and taking a process approach is effectively an important part of formal speaking process is taking account of the audience and the suitability of the information that is to be conveyed to them. The following table relates activities and supports to the various parts of the formal speaking process. Taking a process approach is effectively encouraging learners to develop a strategy for dealing with formal speaking. Thus, when a teacher takes this approach, learners should be made aware of the parts of the process and how they can take control of them. And next question is 5 factors affect pronunciation. बहुत important question. 5 factors affect pronunciation. The answer is that the age of the learner. Number 2, the learner's first language. Number 3, the learner's current stage of proficiency development. Number 4, the experience and attitudes of the learner. Number 5, the conditions for teaching and learning. And the next question is define paradigm. Answer is that a paradigm is a framework for ideas which includes definitions of key terms and the relationships between them. The framework is coherent because the researcher assumes certain things as a starting point and new knowledge is absorbed into this mental map. Different disciplines work with different paradigms and even within the same academic department. Several paradigms can several paradigms can compete with one another. Most research outcomes make only small change to the paradigm rather than altering it fundamentally. This is the nature of research findings generally. Paradigm shifts can and do occur when either a brilliant individual or a team compel others to change their mental map of a particular topic due to the strength of their findings or arguments. And the next question is, friends, define transformational grammar movement and communicative movement. So much important. Answer is that the 1960s, with the influence of the work of Noam Chomsky, and the 1970s and 1980s, with the growth of communicative approach, marked two distinct sea changes in the field of language teaching, both of which did much to underpin present attitudes to the spoken form. While these two threads are brought into commonality by research in the field of second language acquisition, they have marked differences in the emphasis they placed on speech in their thinking. On the one hand, the transformational grammar movement internalized and made abstract. With these, while these two threads are brought into community by research in the field of second language acquisition, they have marked differences in the emphasis they placed on speech in their thinking. On the one hand, the transformational grammar movement internalized and made abstract the language system to such an extent that actual speech became something of an irrelevance. On the other, the tenets of the communicative movement held that language was required by meaningful and interesting communication in contexts which mimicked real communicative settings as closely as possible. And the next question is, friends, right developing fluency techniques. So much important question. The activity is meaning focused. The activity is meaning focused. The learner's interest is the learner interest on the communication of a message and is subject to the real time pressures and demands of normal meaning focused communication. The learners take part in activities where all the language items are within their previous experience. This means that the learners work with largely familiar topics and types of discourse, making use of noun vocabulary and structure. These kinds of activities are called experience tasks because the knowledge required to do the activity is already well within learner's experience, and there is support and encouragement for the learner to perform at a higher than normal level. This means that in an activity with the fluency development goal, learners should be speaking and comprehending faster, hesitating less, and using largely planned chunks than they do in their normal use of language. A fluency development activity provides some deliberate push to the higher level of performance, often by using time pressure. And the next question is, friends, next question is five factors that affect the amount and type of negotiation. Five factors that affect the amount and type of negotiation. The answer is that pair work usually produces more negotiations on the same task than work in a group of four. Photo Analyst 1991. And next is cooperating tasks produce more negotiation of the meaning of vocabulary than information gap tasks. Newton 1995. Information gap tasks produce a lot of negotiation, but not all of it is negotiation of word meaning or indeed language features. And the signal learners make affects the adjustment of output during a task. In a study of output in activities involving native speakers working with non-native speakers, Pika Holiday, Lewis, and Morgan Thaler found that the most important factor determining whether learners adjusted their output was the type of signal made by their partner. When their partner asked for clarification, "What, I still don't know what the word is," the learners were more likely to adjust what they said than if their partner asked for confirmation by repeating what the learner had just said. By changing it, NNS house has three windows, NS three windows, or by completing or elaborating it, NNS there is a car parking. Left side NS of the picture, right. The researchers caution, however, the confirmation checks that do not lead to adjusted output may still have an important role to play in language acquisition in that they provide models for input. Next question is, name five listening test name except. Name five listening test The only names लिखने friends. The number 1 dictation, number 2 partial dictation, number 3 text with questions, number 4 responding to statements, number 5 three choices true false. And the next question is friends 5 points in consecutiveness raising activity. And the number 1 having to underline or note examples of an item in a text. Number 2 being given examples and having to construct a rule. And number 3 having to classify examples into categories such as countable, uncountable, or active passive. Next is that performing rule based error correction. Next is that using a rule to construct a sentence. And the next is that recognizing instances of a rule in operation. And the next question is friends so much important consecutiveness raising activities. It's so much important friends. Alice distinguishes practice activities and consciousness raising activities, whereas practice activities focus on use through repeated perception or production. Consciousness raising activities develop explicit understanding of how a grammatical construction works. The goal of consciousness raising activities is to help learners notice language items when they appear in meaning focused input and thus increase the chances that they will be learned. Consciousness raising activities therefore have limited delayed aims. They need not result in deliberate production, but develop an awareness of the form, function, and meaning of particular items at the level of explicit knowledge. This awareness need not involve the understanding of grammatical terminology. Success in a consciousness raising activity would be measured by the learner consecutively noticing by the same item in meaning focused input. तो फ्रेंड्स ये तमाम क्वेश्चन जो हैं बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट हैं। तो अब इस टाइम आपके पास मैं ज़्यादा टाइम नहीं लेना चाहता, तो मैं आपके सामने ये तमाम क्वेश्चन ला रहा हूँ। जो क्वेश्चन आपने रीड करना हो आप स्क्रीन को वीडियो को स्टिल कीजिए और रीड कर लीजिए, और जो क्वेश्चन ज़्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट होंगे उनकी मैं आपको प्रिपरेशन करवाता हूँ। ये देखिए, ये क्वेश्चन आप रीड कीजिए। ट्रेडिशनल लाइब्रेरी रिसोर्सेज, सो मच इम्पोर्टेंट क्वेश्चन, इसे यहाँ से रीड कर लीजिए। नेक्स्ट इज इंटरमीडिएट स्टूडेंट्स वोकेबलरी लर्निंग टेक्निक्स यूज, सो मच इम्पोर्टेंट क्वेश्चन। सोशल लिंग्विस्टिक्स प्रोजेक्ट, सो मच इम्पोर्टेंट क्वेश्चंस। एंड नोट ऑन वर्ड detectives, so much important. Practicing notation, high stake testing explain, rules to push the learner to produce output, ये यहाँ से रीड कीजिए कंप्लीट। एंड द नेक्स्ट इज एक्सप्लेन द स्टेटमेंट, फाइंड डिफरेंस इन एक्टिविटी, find difference in activity. And the next is pyramid, next is talk diary. This is so much important friends, talk diary। तो इसकी मैं आपकी प्रिपरेशन करवाता हूँ। talk diary, the answer is that the role of considering and recording their own talk can be provided by completing a talk diary. This can build up a picture of children's talking and listening activities over a finite length of time in a way that is straightforward for both teachers and child to use and interpret in the same way that reading records are constantly updated. Adding to the content for a talk diary should be simple and frequent. A comprehensive talk diary can fulfill several purposes. It can. And the number 1 point is that provide an overview of the range of opportunities for speaking and listening which the child has experienced. Number 2, Record the child's strengths and weaknesses in speaking and listening. Number 3, build up a picture over time of speaking and listening activities. Next, focus the child's attention on the value of speaking and listening. Next, provide evidence for informal ongoing assessment. Contribute to planning of activities. Next question is, friend, according to aspects of spontaneous speech, does the speaking is interactive process or isolation? So much important question, friends, यहाँ से रीड कीजिए. Next, write 5 rules of exploratory test. So much important. Next, test, retest. Next, vocabulary learning beginning level. इन्हें यहाँ से आप वीडियो स्टिल करके रीड कीजिए. And next is 5 corpora of speech data on web discussed in your course. Next is, what are vocabulary cards, how to use it. And next is, explain and corpus linguistics. Next is, levels of analysis. And the next is, state and explain any two approach to fluency. And the next is, state any 5 role of negotiating plays in assisting language development. Next question is, state the difference between quantitative and qualitative approach to researching speech. क्वांटिटेटिव अप्रोच एंड क्वालिटेटिव अप्रोच आपको नज़र आ रहे हैं दोनों, इन्हें यहाँ से रीड कीजिए. नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन, राइट अ नोट ऑन आइल्स स्पीकिंग टेस्ट. सो मच इम्पोर्टेंट. एंड नेक्स्ट इज दैट केयर गिवर टॉक. सो मच इम्पोर्टेंट क्वेश्चन, केयर गिवर टॉक. नेक्स्ट इज की वर्ड प्रोसीजर. केयर गिवर टॉक फ्रेंड बहुत दफ़ा एग्ज़ाम्स में आ चुका है, तो ये मैं आपको करवाता हूँ. केयर गिवर टॉक. Number 1, extended contextualized conversations with individual children. Number 2, reading book with interesting and rich concepts. Number 3, engaging children in discussions and questions about the book. And next, modeling speaking in complete sentences, in questions, responses and statements. Next, providing opportunities for children to talk about things and events that are not in the here and now, past, present and imaginary. सो फ्रेंड्स, ये हमारे नोट्स एंड हुए. बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया फ्रेंड्स, वीडियो देखने के लिए आपका बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया. मुझे उम्मीद है अगर आपने मुकम्मल वीडियो देखी है, लिसन की है, आपकी बहुत अच्छी प्रिपरेशन होगी. अगर कोई बातें नहीं जहन में आई तो आपने रिपीट कीजिए, दोबारा देखिए, दोबारा सुन लीजिए. आपको बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया. अल्लाह हाफिज़ व निगहबान. अल्लाह हाफ़िज़.